Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I got a safety product for you. This is the Garage Monkey Engineering LED Flare Kit. You know, sometimes as preppers, I think we get kind of caught up on prepping for the worst case scenario, like nuclear disasters, terrorism, or, the end of the world as you know it. And the reality is most of us will end up with smaller personal disasters, and being truly prepared for those is what being a prepper is about as well. We talk about, why we have food storage. Well, we could lose a job. You could walk into work on a Friday and find out your business is closing, and everybody's out of work, and you got food to eat. So, why do you store emergency cash? Well, same reason, You've got some kind of backup there. So something like this is a smaller disaster type item I consider a personal item that helps you be a little bit better prepared. Something as simple as breaking down on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere can be real dangerous. Even if it happens in the middle of a city, it can be real dangerous. And what you really want to do is you want to be seen as well as possible, and that's what these offer you. Now, if you go off-road, and you break down or you get hurt, having these can save your life by alerting people to your location. And I'll give you a good example. Right behind my house, up that way, is the back of, I can't remember the name, Mount Charleston. Mine just totally went blank. And people often go up there. I've done videos up there. People often go up there to shoot, to hike, to hunt, to fish. But they go up there to go outdoor recreating, go out and ride their quads. And I can't tell you, being that I am an avid scanner listener, how many times search and rescue has to get called out for people. We had a case recently where a car broke down on his way down. I guess they were camping up there. And then they walked away from the car, and then it found out later the car had an accident and rolled, and the people were a mile away, and nobody knew where anything was, and search and rescue was out there looking for random people. Well, something like this, you can carry this with you, and you can always let somebody know where you are. And I like to tell people, prepping and survivalism and all that isn't always about not wanting to be seen. Sometimes you want to be seen. Another good example for stuff like this, we had training up with, a couple years back, we had training up with our emergency helicopters that do the medical stuff, the Mercy Air. And they gave us information on how to set up an impromptu landing zone, and they discussed flares and fire, and it's not always safe because the helicopters run on jet fuel, and there's always a possibility. And so something like this would be perfect. Being seen from, these are fairly heavy, they're not going to get blown around. They are magnetic on the back, and we'll get into that in a minute. Having something like this, where you could set up an impromptu landing zone if you were, say, a first responder, search and rescue, even our ham club, we trained with them, we're the ones that took the training, so there's always that possibility. Anyway, these are really cool. This is a 4-beacon disc pack, and it can really be a lifesaver. I mean, even boating, if you capsize, these are fairly waterproof. They're IPX65 dust and water resistant. They do take 3 AAA batteries each. They are not rechargeable. It'd be one of the things I'd like to see them do in the future is maybe set these up so that they have a little USB plug and rechargeable batteries. But as it stands right now, they are not rechargeable. And we're going to do a good demo on these, so don't worry, I'll show you how they work. So these have 6 different modes, and I'll give you the rundown on the modes. They do a quad flash, which lasts about 23 hours. A dual flash, which lasts about 25 hours. Short single flashes, those are 12 hours. Rotating beacon, that lasts about 8 hours. Alternating flash, which is 4 hours. SOS rescue and a universal distress signal, that's the SOS signal. That's about 8 hours. Steady full beam is 7 hours. Steady low beam is 33 hours. And if you notice, they have a little white work light on here, and that will run for about 10 hours. And you can turn them off at any point by a long press. So let's say I had this on the 3rd mode, okay? And I don't want to go through all the modes. Push down and you hold for 3 seconds, it turns off. So you don't have to run through the modes every single time. You do have to run through them to get to the ones you want. We're going to give you a quick demo. Let me move these guys out of the way. So we just have one here. There's your first one. That is the quad flash. Then we have the dual flash. And short single flash. Rotating beacon. Alternating flash. Okay, SOS and rescue. And your steady low beam. Steady high beam, I'm sorry. Steady low beam. And of course, the white LED work light. Fairly bright light. I'd estimated it around 90 to 120 lumens. Fairly decent. These do have hangers on them, so you can hang these in a tent if you want to just use that white light. You can hang them over on a ridge line over your tent area if you're looking to be rescued, or if you just want the white light. You know, they also come in handy for that too. They are very magnetic. Oh darn, I meant to pull this down before the video and I forgot. We'll demo this on my vehicle, but as you can tell, there's a nice strong rare earth magnet in there. Now, if you get the batteries out of these, you will have to take a screwdriver to them, and you just unscrew here and here. And this part kind of, you have to wiggle your way off because there's a nice gasket seal around there. So it will definitely take a little bit of strength to pull it off because it's got a nice suction to it. But that's for your waterproofing in there, so no water will get in. So you can use these out in the rain. You can put them on the ground. It doesn't matter. What we're going to do with these is put them on my vehicle in here and show you just how bright they are. They weigh about 8.8 ounces. And like I told you before, they are IPX65 dust and water resistant. So you can't dunk these under water for long periods of time, but they can be used for, in the rain and stuff like that. So let me get these on our vehicle. We're going to try them on different parts of the vehicle, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right, so let's say you've come across an accident. There's injured people in the roadway, there's debris, and you want to park your car to block the road. Well, I'd feel a whole lot safer with that going on than, say, just my headlights facing the wrong way. That's definitely bright, definitely will get your attention on the road. And I just have 4 of them up there, 2 on the roof and 2 on the front here. So definitely a handy little light. Let's try them on the side, see how bright they are. So you can see why it's cool that they're magnetic, because they stick right to the side of the car. And that's an awfully bright light, and that's just that one flash. I mean, we can change these around. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put the camera down, and I'm going to change the first one. I want to make sure I have both of them in scene there. Let's change the mode. That just flashes once. And you can do it like that or like that. So I mean, definitely somebody's going to see you if you're out there on the side of the road or broken down or changing a tire. Definitely most dangerous time is when you're out there on the side of the road changing a tire, maybe looking at your engine, trying to figure out what's going on with your car. So let's try them from the back. Alright, so there you go. That's from the rear. Do you think that's going to get somebody's attention? I think it will. Now, before you say it, don't do anything stupid with these and stick them on your car and drive around and pretend to be a cop. Let's not get people in trouble. These are awesome for roadside type situations. You don't want to do stuff you're not authorized to do or anything dumb. But yeah, they do work very well. They are very, very bright. And if I was on the side of the road changing a tire, who knows, maybe that would attract the attention of an officer who might be able to block off the road a little better for me or give me a little more room to change the tire or even help if I wasn't able to do it for some reason. If I'm lost on an ATV out in the middle of a mountain, that's definitely going to be seen from above or from by search and rescue or anybody looking for me. So let's get them back on the table and I'll stop blinding you with the flashing and we'll bring you back. All right, everybody, so welcome back. Yeah, after that demo, these are definitely going in the back of my vehicle. That's really why I picked them up, too, because I wanted something. I haven't seen, you used to see flares everywhere. And don't get me wrong, flares are cool. They're an awesome fire starter. I still have 2 in my vehicle, but they're very, very old. They're in a container on the side there. So flares just aren't as prevalent as they used to be. It's like, when we were kids, quicksand was going to get us all, and we never ran into quicksand in the real world. It's like everybody's like, oh, just go buy flares, but you can't find them, and they're not reusable. So these kind of things are reusable. If you pull out the side of the road, you light a flare, and you find out, oh, my tire's fine. It was something else, or the tire pressure sensor meter's malfunctioning, and you get back in your car and you drive away. Well, now you got a burning flare on the side of the road. It's a fire hazard. Something like this, you turn it on, you go, oh, I'm fine, no big deal, take it to the dealership tomorrow, and you turn it off and you put it back in your car. So they're definitely handy, they're reusable, that's a nice thing to have. Like I said, the only thing I really wish is that they were rechargeable, but then again, that also means you have to remember to take them out every few months and charge them back up. No matter how well a battery holds charge, it's still going to need to be topped off from time to time. I would probably put an extra pack of batteries with them. I wouldn't worry about storing batteries in these. They do say to use quality batteries, don't use junk ones. Also, too, with the run times, as I read to you on the directions here, if you get crummy run time, don't come yelling at me about it because they say to use premium batteries in these. I want to see if I can actually find the section. Here we go. Okay, Duracell Energizer. We do not warrant defective batteries, blah, blah, blah. They're still the best, you know. So basically they're telling you to use good batteries. I would probably put those new Duracells. Those things are pretty awesome. When I had my other camera before I got this one that took AA batteries, those things would last 10, 15 videos, whereas regular batteries maybe last 4. So definitely check them out. They're $26. I'm sorry, they're $23.97. I always read the price wrong. $23.97 for the pack of 4. I kind of found this funny. This comes with a set of gloves if you have to do car work or something. I don't know why he puts them in there, but I guess it's kind of a nice gesture. It is kind of handy to have it right there, you know, if you have to take off a wheel or something, take off a tire. It is kind of handy to have them in there. They do pack in here real nice. Of course, the minute I put that in, it goes sideways. There we go. So it's a real simple kind of deal here. The case is fairly well made, I gotta say. I was expecting it to be that really thin, junky stuff. Sometimes you'll get stoves, and it's pretty decent. So that will be going in my vehicle. I definitely like it. I do have some older ones in my vehicle, believe it or not, but I only have 2 of them, and they're not as anywhere near as bright as these or have as many modes as these have. So these are going to be replacing them, and who knows, maybe I'll send off the old ones to a friend so he has a little bit of security in his vehicle as well. Anyway, folks, that is the Garage Monkey Engineering LED Flare Kit. I will put a link down below in my store where you can pick them up. Don't forget to check out our store. Even if there's nothing in the store you want, if you just click that link and shop, even the link for these, and you don't want them and you just search in the search bar and shop, really helps out the channel. Again, a huge thank you to you folks who are using that. It's going to allow us to bring you some more really cool gear. I like to reinvest that I get from that into the channel and bring you more items. So it's definitely a big thank you to all you folks using that. Don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. Thrive Life has tons of freeze-dried food right now. They are having a little delay in shipping, but not too bad. I have a Thrive video coming up either tomorrow or the next day because I want to get that out there for people so they can get some freeze-dried food. So don't forget to check them out. Again, Thrive allows you to buy stuff one time. You do not have to be a consultant. However, if you join up to be a consultant, you will save a lot of money and possibly make some money on the side too. And don't forget to check out our Olight link as well. You can register on there and check out the new products. And also, when you're registered, if they have freebies that they give away to pre-registered people, you'll be able to get them. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.